What's up guys, David Land here bringing you a Friday diecast review on two Daytona Prototypes. These are not brand new, in fact they're from 2009 if you couldn't tell. We've got two examples of probably the most famous most famous paint schemes in the history of the Daytona Prototype formula, which is going away at the end of the year, so a little send-off. But you might be wondering why I decided to pick up these Daytona Prototype diecasts. Well, these have a bit of a secret, and not a lot of people know about it, because not a lot of people have bought these. They were readily available. If you guys watched my Gearheads video, I picked these up at Gearheads in Indianapolis. They had a ton of them. So I chose to just go with the full, both Ganassi cars from the mid-2000s or the late 2000s. As like I said, they're probably the most iconic paint schemes from this era of sports car racing. But yeah, these have a secret detail that not a lot of people know about, and I kind of want to bring to the forefront because honestly, these are probably some of the highest quality 164s ever produced. And a lot of people don't realize how high quality they are. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this review of the Daytona Prototypes. So the first car we're going to take a look at is the O2 car, just to annoy the people with OCD. This car is from 2009, and it just comes in a generic Grand Am Series box. As you can see, it's produced by Greenlight. The drivers were Dario Franchitti, Scott Dixon, and Alex Lloyd. So this was the all-star car, as the O2 usually is. And they chose their three IndyCar drivers, and yes, Alex Lloyd was on the payroll for Ganassi. He just never had a ride. They got him one ride with Sam Schmidt, I think in 2010, or excuse me, 2009 and 2008. And that was it for Ganassi's association with Alex Lloyd. In fact, Ganassi paid, essentially was paying to keep Alex Lloyd out of another team's hands. So poor Alex Lloyd, you signed a bad contract. But yeah, there's the statistics of the Daytona Prototype if you were interested. That stuff has probably changed now that they have changed the Daytona Prototype significantly. Okay, now this is something I want somebody to answer in the comments. I'm sure there's somebody who knows. I didn't think they made the Verizon Daytona Prototype, and yet we've got a Penske Racing seal, Penske Racing South, number 12, race car, Verizon Wireless, trademark Verizon. I don't think they ever made a Verizon Wireless Daytona Prototype, unless I'm very much mistaken. I don't think they ever made that. So somebody let me know in the comments if they did make it, and if they did, I want to pick it up. So I wasn't really sure how to open these without destroying the packaging, because Greenlight's notorious for making you destroy the packaging to get the diecast out. But I didn't get a solid answer in time, and I was running out of daylight, so let's just go with it. There's a little bit of a thing on the side here. It may just be, yep, just pop it open. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. You don't actually have to destroy it, you just kind of have to pop them open. And then let's see what this is like here. Okay, so there you got your die cast in here, and let's see how we have to get this out. So you've got like your box, it's got all the Grand Am logos on there. Looks like we're just going to have to pop it off of the base here. Yep, there we go. I'm going to try not to rip it too bad, so possibly I can get the car back in. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, now you just come out of there. I'm only going to show this once. When we go to the 2008 car, I will just show the box off and then show the car off. But wow, what a great looking model. And there's a little something special about this. I can't wait to show you guys. So let's go in closer. Okay, so here is the O2 car out of the box. Just give you a good look at the livery and the presentation of the diecast. It's a really great representation of what I consider to be a very ugly car, if that makes sense. Now, don't misinterpret me. It's not an ugly diecast. This is a fantastic, fantastic diecast. It completely represents exactly what a Riley Daytona Prototype looks like. And that is not very pleasing on the eyes, if that makes sense. It's a pleasing on the eyes diecast for what it is, but the actual design of these cars I could not stand. In fact, the people, myself included, who were American Le Mans Series fans, which was the competing series to Grand Am Rolex Racing, and eventually the two series merged because neither of them could make it financially. We called these Daytona Proto Turtles, or just Proto Turtles for short. And if you look at the side here, can you kind of see where we were coming from? But anyway, the special secret about these, aside from the fact that you have a metal body, metal base, and rubber tires which are grooved, so I guess these are supposed to be rain tires. But the important thing about these Daytona prototypes, and something that not a lot of people know, is the fact that you have a 1/64 scale diecast with engine detail. Yes, sirree, Bob. You can take off the back cover and see some detail in the back of your Daytona Prototype. And it's painted. You can see, I believe, yes, this is a Lexus car, so this had a V8 engine in it. So this is the Lexus V8. You're taking a look at that into the back of the chassis there. How cool is this? This is something that just Greenlight went absolutely above and beyond producing these diecasts. You don't even get these on some of the Le Mans. Like I reviewed, and I will show you guys, the Le Mans 1/64s I reviewed from Spark. Spark did not go anywhere near this level of detail. It's just incredible. It's just really, really great stuff. So, yeah, here's the engine cover. You can see the window is modeled, and then you just put it back on the car. And then we'll take a close look at the car by itself, show off some of the sponsors that you guys may be curious about. Yes, this is a Rolex 24 car. TRD, as Lexus is owned by Toyota, so technically this is a Toyota. You can see the little Target logo there. Lexus front grille, even though this is a Riley chassis. They put some Riley or some Lexus badging on there. The O2 car, Telmex, Target logo, and then you've got Telmex on the wing. A very interesting livery, and one they actually haven't gotten away with, which is kind of funny. Even though Telmex has left, Ford came in, so these Daytona prototypes, even though they haven't had Telmex, they've still been able to maintain the same basic livery. But what a cool diecast! Isn't this awesome? I just love stuff like this. I don't necessarily love the Daytona prototypes, but if you give me a good Daytona Prototype diecast, I will buy that every single day of the week. So let's take a look at the 01 Ganassi. Okay, so quick look at the box for our 2008 winner. It's really cool to see that we got some artwork there of the Telmex Riley, the 01 car. You can see contents, one diecast car, 2008 Rolex 24 winner. They also did the 2009 winner. I did not pick that up. You can see Franchitti, Pruett, Montoya, and Rojas were the drivers. This was the full season car. You can see I got it for $8. You've got the old Grand Am logo. And then you've got on the side here, 2008 Daytona winner, Telmex and Target. Then on the back here, if you want to read all of this stuff, you certainly can. Pretty interesting stuff. Pretty interesting to get an endurance race winner. You usually don't get these in the 1/64 scale, so it's really cool to see. So I'm gonna open this bad boy up, and I will show it to you out of the box. So here's the U1 out of its books. What? No, this is the 01. As you can see, pretty much the same livery, same mold, all that good stuff. But just a wonderful representation. Man, I wish. Other, like this is some of Greenlight's best work in my opinion. I wish other diecast producers, I'm looking at you, Lionel, in some ways, would put this much care into their diecast when they produce them. And remember, I got this for $8, and I remember seeing at least this car, the 2008 winner, at the first Rolex Series race I ever got to attend, which was in 2012 in Indianapolis. They were still selling for $8. So for $8, you get a metal body, metal chassis, rubber tires, and engine detail, removable engine cover. I mean, it's hard. The only thing missing really is the badging on the tires for this guy. I mean, aside from that, you've got a completely 100% accurate representation of the car. You can see the engine detail is still the same, but it was worth showing off. I mean, come on, man. This is some really, really impressive stuff from Greenlight. Just awesome. Look at that. You've got the... actually, is this different? I didn't take a very hard look at that, but you've got these really long pegs there on the back of this one. Hold on, let's take a look here. We'll take off the Telmex one. Yeah, the pegs are not as long. That's interesting. So does that mean we can't swap them? Hold on, let's find out. We're doing some surgery here. I don't think you can swap these. Or maybe you can. Let's find out. Let's find out together, folks. Oh yeah, you can. So you can have a Frankenstein car. Well, not really a Frankenstein car. You can just have a mostly Target car. Alright, that was worth figuring out. Anyway. Okay, I got it back on. Welcome back. Yeah, anyway. Let's take a closer peek at this car while we've got it there. The Target logo. Really, really cool. Love the Targets all over there. Then you've got the Telmex front end with the Lexus branding and the old Grand Am logo just under the Telmex. Then you've got this is when the cars had Pirelli tires, or Pirelli branded tires. I think Hoosier has continued to make produce the tires even into the Continental days. I think Hoosier still produces the Continental branded tires. Fun fact for you Grand Am folks, or for you Tudor United Sports Car folks, I should say. But yeah, absolutely fantastic diecast. Let's take a look at these two cars close together. It is crazy the amount of love and attention to detail that went into these Daytona prototypes. It's just mind-boggling, and not a lot of people know about these, so I hope I can bring some awareness to these cars. And even though these are outdated cars now, I'd like Greenlight to do something similar to this potentially down the road at some point. Maybe for Indy cars, maybe for maybe if they pick up the WeatherTech license to produce diecast, who knows? Somebody down the road has got to do diecast like these again, because I mean, when you've got engine detail on a 1/64 scale car, I mean that's some cool stuff right there, and a level of detail that you don't often see, especially for American diecast, American produced diecast. I mean, we just don't have this kind of detail. So thank you guys so much for watching. What did you think of these Daytona prototypes? Have I convinced you to go track some of these down? Or what did you guys think of the Grand Am series? What did you guys think of the Rolex 24? I thought that was a fantastic race with the battle for the Corvettes, with the Corvettes at the end of the race, and having the Tequila Patron car win overall was just icing on the cake for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more stuff like this, because I've got a lot more coming from where this came from. So thank you guys again, and until next time, we'll see ya.